The lady from Teen Mom is making poop fetish videos now.
So we're fighting the trade guild.
I had to pull up his stream to see if I was really unmuted.
Since he wasn't for like a while.
That's right. I got you.
Specifically on mute longer than everybody else, just for like a few minutes.
No, I literally just had the entire thing. Like, I was like, okay, he hasn't said anything crazy. All right, I can unmute Discord.
You're never gonna get me, son.
Oh, damn it! He waits. He knows when you do it.
You can't. No, I had his stream pulled up, and I had the audio on. The minute I hear, I don't know, I'm not really a yar guy. I was like, hey, you ever hear the Teen Mom is doing poop fetish videos now? What's up with that? You can't see it, but I'm doing a little victory dance in my room.
Oh, I'm sure you
You're
are.
a very bad man.
Anyway, so yeah, we were fighting people. So let's.
We were in the middle of killing the trade guild.
Yes, slaughtering them because they're evil and they kind of just piss me off. You know, they got my parents involved in some shit, and
they do that.
I'm angry.
Damn. I can't believe we have Nick Offerman as one of the tokens.
Wait, oh my god, it does look like that. Yeah.
I was just zooming in on the people who are on the map, and I see Dwarf Nick Offerman.
Yeah, Carson is actually Ron Swanson.
That's fine. Alright. So it was Francisco's turn.
It was. Captain, what's Francisco up to right now? You want him to just like start fucking up this trade guild officer?
He has the bosun whistle in his hand, right?
He currently does, yes.
Stow it.
Yeah, the whistle's right here. He got the whistle.
How many hit points do you have, Gelf?
Oh my god, not very many.
I mean, Gelf is not taking that much damage.
I only have, I'm only 5 hit points down out of 33.
Yeah, because this is a, this game of Keep Away needs to continue because there is an officer directly on his ass. I want him to ditch that whistle and you're the closest one who can catch it.
Gonna ditch that whistle, baby, I'll kill you. Gonna do that.
I don't know, Monty doesn't let me have magic items.
It's not a magic item.
No.
Oh, okay.
Elf, that's precisely why you need to get it, so that you can lose it and no one else can have it.
Francisco actually, like, he holds it up, looks at it, kind of sniffs the air around it, and he's like, actually, Captain, I think it is.
I'm sorry, what?
It smells magic. Humans can smell, like, faint.
Is that a thing in your world?
Yes.
It's been a thing.
Magic is not native to the mundane world, so it has a distinct smell. It smells like metallic, like ozone almost.
This is our version of when Matt Mercer revealed in the middle of Campaign 2 of Critical Role. Oh, by the way, there's 3 moons. Did I never bring that up?
Nope. I've told you guys that you can smell magic before. Only humans, and only if you don't already have a shitload of magic items on you.
I do remember this. I'm not saying that's crazy he can smell the magic, because I'm also human, technically, a little bit.
You can also
I'm a crab man right now, but I'm saying that it's crazy that it's also magic. Why would they need that?
Yes.
Because
it probably makes it louder.
And from such far distance. It smells like ozone?
Yeah, a little.
Okay.
It smells like that, like...
Just kind of wrong.
Like air purifier kind of scent.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you've ever smelled one of those kind of, like, cheap-ass air purifiers that make that weird, like, clean smell, like new car smell kind of smell?
Yeah, it's just kind of very, like, not bad, but just sort of sterile.
Yes.
Like, it's just off somehow.
Yeah, I have a
that makes sense.
CPAP machine, like, cleaner that blows out that kind of shit that apparently that doesn't actually work.
You have to clean your CPAP?
It's to clean the hose, but it doesn't, the air, the OxyFresh fucking smell doesn't actually clean anything.
Just mix in some Dawn dish soap into the water and it cleans itself while you use it.
Oh my god.
Sorry. As I have
my
as I have a CPAP machine.
Yeah. No. That's awful.
That would be
I
bad.
have a CPAP. I have a
I
CPAP
have-
machine. I don't think I've ever filled the tank.
Oh, I
God.
fill it every night.
You got How fucking dry are your goddamn sinuses when you wake up? Jesus.
I don't know, but I lost my sense of taste. Do you think that has anything to do with it?
I'm not entirely sure.
No, I'm
I
only kidding.
have before. I have, after filling the tank and cleaning it, put like a tiny, tiny drop of mouthwash into it just to get a little bit of a fresh scent, but like super diluted in water. But
Yeah.
like, probably not supposed to do that, but I figure it couldn't hurt.
That's better than dish soap.
Yes, and I only did it once.
All right.
So yeah, Francisco like holds it up and smells the whistle. Kind of like sniffs it. He's like, "Yeah, Captain, I think it's magic.
That's concerning.
What should I do with it?" You see, the officer is like full on locked in.
So we're not sure what
like
the
a short fight
magic.
with him. Like
We don't know
bound
yet.
at it and is like reaching
All we
for it
do
and
know
trying to
is
grab it
that
out
it's
of
loud
Francisco's
enough.
hands. He's kind of
It is
holding
loud
it away,
enough.
like
doing
literally.
grabby
Send a
hands.
message to their
Pass
ship,
it to Gelf.
who
Yes,
will then
Captain.
level
He
the
chucks it
town,
over to
so
Gelf.
we're playing a
Gelf,
game of
make me
keep
a,
away with the whistle.
Dexterity check.
What's the W
Oh.
next to Gelf?
Oh,
whistle.
man.
Oh, what's the B? No, that's Bernard. Okay. I see.
Bissell.
Wow.
Give me a
Whistle,
dexterity
yes.
check DC 10 because it's 10 feet away. Easily.
Oh, thank
He
goodness.
chucks it over to you. You snatch it out of the air without even giving it a second glance.
Right on.
So now Gelf has the whistle. Francisco is going to, now free of the whistle, make some attacks on the officer, if that's what you would like.
Yes.
Okay,
Gelf
which
has
he
the whistle.
has combat
He's
advantage.
looking
I
to
do.
See who he can throw it to next. He looks left. He looks right. No. Oh, sorry.
I believe that's
He's going downtown, baby!
Whoa, what the fuck? No, cancel. That's going to be 10 damage on the officer, and he's bloodied. And now it's that officer's turn.
Francisco, Bernard, do not let him move.
Hi, Captain. The officer is going to falchion attack. Go like that. Hit for
I didn't mean to roll that. I'm sorry.
damage. What did you
I'm in a
roll?
different layout and all my shit's in the wrong place.
Oh, you just rolled a damage on nothing. Okay, so he bloodied Francisco with a rapier slash, or a saber slash across the chest, and Francisco stumbles backwards, and is marked. And that is the end of his turn since he is slowed and kind of in combat with you guys. Asim, what are you doing?
Question isn't what I'm doing. What am I not doing? So
Sure.
if I remember correctly, I'm currently still hidden. Or did I reveal my location last time? Don't remember.
You can roll me a stealth check really quick just to make sure.
Well, my luck, my stealth check will suck this time. It can't suck. No, it doesn't
Wow.
suck.
They don't see you.
Nice. Okay. So if
They don't even know you're there.
Oh, I used the waterlogged crossbow. Dang it.
Oh yeah, you did use its ability last time.
That's how I got rid of the ring. Out of their hand.
Oh, the whistle. Yeah, that's right.
The whistle, rain whistle, whatever. It's a shiny object that I shot out of the guy's hand.
Yeah. I'm sick as fuck.
That's close quarters. That's close quarters. That's close quarters.
Yeah, I mean you can use the waterlogged crossbow as many times as you want. It has a static damage boost.
Yeah, I could just shoot him again. But I'm kind of wanting to go and fucking shove my sword through his stomach.
Ah!
What?
You're
No,
within.
I'm on board with that.
What, Ben?
You're within movement to get to him if you want to run and get him.
Yeah, it's time to show my face. Even though that was an impeccable fucking stealth roll.
Well, you just get combat advantage to anything you do this round.
Good. Because this is going to be this. Alright.
Very good. All right.
So I'm going to move. Hold on. Nasty backswing.
We're holding.
Nasty backswing. You must be wielding a light blade. Attack, dexterity. You have combat advantage. Oh, I already do. And you can shift 1 square. Okay. Not useful. Alright, we're gonna just start slashing at these fuckers. Alright, I want to move up.
All right.
And I'm going to use Clever Strike.
Okay.
Ooh.
Gonna cleverly strike him.
Yeah, this is kind of useless because I already have combat advantage, but whatever.
You have combat advantage from like 5 different things on this dude right now.
Uh-huh. Now, if only they stacked.
I know.
Right? If only
He's
they
immobilized,
stacked.
he's prone, he's granting combat advantage to somebody else.
I get combat advantage because of lanolin. Like,
Yeah,
I've got
flank.
combat... I've rolled up on him stealthily. Like, I've got combat advantage out the wazoo on this guy. But let's go ahead and hit him. Or at least try.
Pretty good try.
I hit him.
You with a 31? Yeah, you hit him.
Okay. So I'm going to drop some damage. Fuck. And then I'm going to drop some sneak attack damage. Then I'm going to...
15 damage.
Uh-huh.
That bloodies him.
Then I'm going to action point. Adams versus AC. I wonder what this is for him. Hold on, there was... Thank you for the follow, Del Torrent.
Yeah, we got followers.
We have 131 followers.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How many views we got going?
12.
Yo, sick. We got people watching us?
I know, right?
Hell yeah.
Piercing Strike is what I'm going to go ahead and use. Because I can.
Yeah. Pierce him strikily.
Strike him piercingly.
I hit. So,
yes.
now, do I get to use my sneak attack damage again? If I remember correctly, I do. Because of the skill ability that I have. I just have to find it. Hold on. Benefit. If you spend an action point and take an extra action and have already dealt sneak attack damage during this round, you can deal the extra damage on a second time during the turn.
Well, then I guess so. Is that slaying action?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You action pointed and you're doing a thing? Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, then
That's
you get
why
sneak attack
I took
again.
it. That's why I did it.
Roll with that damage.
Doesn't matter. I love it.
Damn. I mean, that's another 15. So you just did 30 damage to the guy. Yeah, he ain't looking too hot.
Good.
And that's what happens when you recruit my parents to do your dirty work. You fucker. That's it. End of my turn.
You're totally
What?
What?
100%.
Yeah, dude.
Nothing to worry about.
100% of whatever. Gillator, it's your turn.
You were cutting out. We didn't hear a word.
Yeah, I
you
didn't
said.
hear anything of what you
I said
said.
your totally alive, totally still human parents.
Oh.
All right.
For the moment.
I'm going to. Oh, I just realized something. Francisco hit that guy, right?
Yep.
You see, my last turn, I had hit him with a power that made Francisco do more damage to that guy specifically.
Okay, so you can do the damage on him.
Yeah, I need to. Furious Smash. It's. Oh, yeah, I can just. Wait, no, that's not it. So it's damage equal to my charisma modifier, so he would take 2 extra damage.
Okay, so do that.
I don't have a way to drag and drop it. It's like I dragged the power onto Fernando that made him do that. I just forgot that I had done that last time.
Oh, let me check. Did Fernando do extra damage then?
Well, no, because I didn't drag and drop my thing onto him.
Oh, okay. And is it there now? Mark -2. Skill, power, charisma, ability, 2 power. Yeah, okay. So the trade guild officer takes an extra 2 damage. Yeah.
What? No. Now I'm clicking up a whole bunch of
There we go. That's good. All right, do your turn.
I'm a brash assault this fool. Does a 16 hit? No, it says miss. Never mind.
Oh, does it tell you?
Yeah.
Effect Mark -2 replaced shorter on Francisco. Wait, oh, I'm scrolled up. Where is this? Oh, yeah, 16 misses.
Well, I think it's good. I'll wait for my action point on this. I want to be able to do something on my turn, so I'll action point. And I'm going to brash assault again.
Okay.
I need to make sure I do something. Yeah, that'll do something.
Nice.
That critically hits. That hits critically.
So I click the critical button.
Yep.
And roll damage.
Yeah, roll that damage. Let's see if this kills him. Okay, 17 points of damage. It does not kill him. What does Brash Assault do again?
It's the one that lets him attack me now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah. You stab him through with your sword in, like, non-vital organs, and he yells out in pain. He turns back towards you, swinging his sword at you.
He has combat advantage on this, I forgot to say.
Okay, well then that means he got a 32 instead of a 30. So that's good.
You know, I think he might have hit me.
Okay, so he does 17 points of damage to you, and he slides you 1 square and marks you.
That's okay. Because, Amandi, do you have a ranged basic attack? Or actually, hang on. How many squares away? 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Asim.
Ah.
You are within 5 squares of the guy that I just hit.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Hang on, is it 5? It is 5 squares, right? Let me see.
So who am I targeting?
Um,
That guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
what? Hang on. I want you to use a ranged basic attack against him.
The waterlogged
Free
crossbow.
Mm.
Yeah, allies within 5 squares, so you can make a basic. Yeah, so it's within 5 squares of me, even better.
Okay. And I shoot him?
Yeah, shoot
you
the
can.
the lieutenant with the waterlogged crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
Yay.
Woohoo!
He takes 9 points of damage.
He's not dead yet, is he?
Nah, he's just sleeping.
No, he is not dead yet, but he's, I think, in the single digits.
Frick.
Let me check. Yeah, he's below 5.
Minor action.
Yeah, so you stab him. He turns around and slashes at you, but you stumble backwards and avoid the worst of it. And then you have Asim shoot him, and it hits him, bam, right in the shoulder. He lurches backwards, and yells out in pain. He goes to one knee.
Use an action point. Minor action. I'm going to. I think I'm going to inspiring word Fernando.
I believe Lanolin is also at low.
Pretty sure we can use
he's
that
not
for
on my
something.
screen. Oh yeah, Lan's gonna die.
I'm gonna
inspire
him.
word Lan.
Yeah, Fernando's all right.
Ooh, I got a 1. But hey, you get to
Put
12.
his intestines across the bow of our ship.
Roll your what? Your healing surge? You did.
Oh, okay.
You healed him for 12.
All right. Well, you've been worded inspiringly.
You've been inspired wordingly.
Actually, it's your turn now.
Wow. My God.
Yeah. So I say, Lan, go get him, pal. That's your inspiration.
All right, Lanolin, what are you up to? You're in the middle of a phantom chasm.
It'll be fine.
Yep, we can't hear you.
Did he make a save or not?
He doesn't have to.
I was yelling in my mic, heal the crew, don't heal me. Heal the crew, don't heal me.
And turned out your mic was muted?
Well, when we yell, we can't hear you. So
that too.
See how that goes.
I think you probably would have done it regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are the crew.
Yeah, you're part of it.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
I'm the support and also kind of immortal. Don't fucking heal me.
Immortal?
All right, so how am I gonna get out of this bullshit?
Start
I want to target GTC Galerian Trade Guild Sailor Numero Ocho.
Number 8. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting choice.
Well, there's a reason.
Are you teleporting?
Why can't I target it?
I don't know why.
You targeted him.
It's control click, right?
I see it target.
How you untargeted him?
It's not doing the little line.
It did it.
It's too short.
No, no, it's fucking not. To number 8?
Here.
Oh.
There you go. It's targeted.
Okay. Make a standard crossbow attack.
Okay.
Wait, actually, let me see real quick. Or 5. Okay. So if let's say I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, Lan took 5 ongoing poison damage.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
And had I not healed you, you would not even have this turn. So I mean, now he's yelling at who?
That'll definitely hit him.
Cool. Base damage.
He's dead.
He just straight up dies?
Yeah, you shoot in the neck and he drops.
Cool. I use lesser dimensional step and teleport myself what would have been and the adjacent stage to him. Oh, is that in the water?
Yes.
Then I go, come on, move here.
This is basically like.
No, I get you. So I move there then.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, it's like 5 feet above the water.
Correct. And minor action, I would like to activate my Scald's Aura.
Okay, doesn't lesser dimensional step allow somebody else to teleport as well?
I figured that everybody else was in a position where they kind of wanted to be.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
I mean, does anybody want...
to the enemies I'm trying to attack.
Are you not trying to attack the officers?
Yeah, but you see, this one guy that's like in control of everybody else is like a space farther away from me because they pushed me away from him.
What you're talking about? GTC Sailor 10 or GTC Officer
The
1?
Commander. The commander.
I can only teleport you adjacent to the guy that I shot.
Uh,
Unfortunately. So
never
that's
mind.
why I said, like, unless Gelf wanted to get transported, but honestly, I think Gelf's kind of in the best location he could be right now.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Agreed. Far away from the
So
combat.
yeah, no, I just figured, like, no, fuck it, I'm good. So I'm gonna use minor action to pop my Scald's aura,
Pop that shit.
and then I can't do anything else with it in the same turn. So I think I'm gonna end.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Actually, you know what? On my sheet, I have 2 action points. Did I get an additional action point at some point?
Yeah, at the last
You
level up.
At the last level up, right?
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah.
get a second action point?
Yeah, we
I
all
think
have.
I think I would like to spend an action point.
I didn't know you get 2 action points at 5th level or 6th level. That's
That's
pretty cool.
pretty cool.
I'm going to spend it to. Let's see here. Oh, I can't. Can I? Wait a minute. Can I? Let me see. So it's Strictures of Fortune and Glimpse of Future. Fuck! I can't modify my Skull Zora. Nope. Never mind. I just gotta ride this one out.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Go ahead.
It is Mondi's turn.
Cool. So,
The officer.
yeah. Gonna have to deal with him because he's getting in my way.
I'll take
Indeed.
care of the commander.
Okay. So let's see. All of my stuff has been moved because my screen minimized when I opened today, so I had to reorganize things, so I don't even know where my attacks are right now.
Move.
So, okay, yeah, this is the thing I need to start with. Start by marking it. Oh yeah, I'm also still form of the Laughing Killer. That's
Yeah.
fine. If it seems gonna handle the commander, I might as well drop my Laughing Killer attack on this guy.
Yes.
Okay, so order to attack. My special move. No.
Oh no. That misses.
Dang it.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's it.
You can always actually.
That's true. I have 2 of those now. I can
Oh, wait,
try
Han,
that.
you missed with that, right?
I did.
Rhyme of the Blood-Seeking Blade.
Okay. What does that do?
An ally misses with a melee attack. How badly did you miss?
I got a 14 total.
Do we know what his AC would be?
I do not.
Pretty high.
High, like 18?
Because I rolled a 3 on the dice, so I rolled pretty low.
Higher than 18.
All right, then never mind. No blood-seeking blades.
That's fine.
The blades not be seeking blood.
Not yet. Even though Mondi is. I think that's.
Amandi seeks the blood.
I'll do an action point. Why not? Let's try that. And then let's see. What attack have I not used? No, not that one. Man, that one is so situational, and I don't think I've used it once. I should probably change that later. Oh my gosh, what are all my things now? Oh yeah, I forgot I got that. That's cool. Oh, that one's not going to help me here. Close blast 3. Allies are too close for that move. Oh gosh, I'm definitely gonna have to reorganize this. This is so frustrating because now I feel like I don't know what any of my moves are because they're different spots.
Oh shit.
I guess I'm just gonna go with one of my at-will moves for now then. So I'll do that. Okay. Use action point. And then I'll do that one should be good. The Tempest Assault. So that'll let me attack one and then an enemy within 2 squares of. Oh wait, no, the other one still has to be marked by me. Wait. No, hold on. And one enemy within 2 squares of you that is marked by you. Other than the target. Nope, they both have to be marked for that to work. Ugh. Fine, I guess I'll just do Strength of Stone and get some temporary HP or whatever.
That is the thing, like first-person shooter, that this game has done so far. I'm confident.
25.
Yeah, that'll get you.
Cool. That's some damage for him. Nice. And some healing for me.
All right.
And then that's it for me.
Sounds good. It's the commander's turn. He appears to be falling down a pit. He is going to pull out a hand crossbow and shout at a scene.
So you see like all kinds of stuff down with the phone.
I figured. Love your mom.
And Sharon, I have to tell you.
Okay.
Tell your mom I said hi.
Mom, wait, hang on, come back. It's important. Come back.
Anyway.
She hates you. She didn't come back, and also I heard her say that she hates you and she wants you to die.
Yeah, I figured.
Also, Hornet Game, she said she hates you especially, most of all.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Your mom hates all our viewers.
All 11 of our viewers, she hates them.
That's interesting.
So,
but you know, maybe you know why she hates. Oh, hang on, she's back. Ben says he says hi.
Hi, Mom. Anyway.
He says hi, Mom.
We have to meet him halfway somewhere.
She says that we have to go and meet you halfway somewhere.
Yeah, you were supposed
my mom took off weekends.
You were supposed to, like, 3 weeks ago, and you didn't.
Yeah. Well, she says we have to meet you somewhere because she refuses to go visit your house. So
April 25th through the 27th is the next event in Ocala. So
no, she said it's now.
Don't care.
In April, you said?
Yeah, end of April.
Okay.
Anyway, the commander is going to, as he is falling, he steals his nerves and looks up at Asim. Asim, you can tell he's not actually like falling. He's just on his back and looks like he's falling. But to him, it looks like he's falling down a pit.
He's literally laying on his back, flailing his limbs up in the air, going,
"No!" Oh, yeah, exactly. He is gonna look up at you and say basically that did you say anything to him about your parents?
Yeah, I said,
did you say that?
How dare you enlist my parents to do your dirty work?
He said I should have killed them and done it myself.
Yeah, probably.
And he hits you with his cutting words, which gives you a -5 penalty to all defenses until the end of his next turn.
No.
He pulls out a hand crossbow and fires it twice at you.
Go for it.
and that is 2 hits.
That's fine.
And you are bloodied, and then he hit both times, which means he can hit you with his poison sting.
Okay, a Pokemon move.
And that hits.
Is he gonna try to kill me in one turn?
3rd bit of damage, and you take an ongoing poison damage. Let me check something here. That's supposed to be. This is not supposed to be that much. Hold on.
So I've
I'm
got a
gonna
question. So I have to make a saving throw at the end of my turns normally?
Yes.
Okay, so I have Jaskaran Nomadism. Make a saving
Okay.
throw against one effect that a save can end. You gain a bonus to this roll equal to half your level. After you roll, you may shift one square.
What type of?
Does not state.
Really?
You're the one that wrote it, because it is your homebrewed thing. For Jaskar.
It's an encounter power. It's a minor action, so you'd have to do it on your turn.
Okay. Fair enough.
He said, "Did Lamb?"
No, Land did not roll. Land, go ahead and give me a saving throw.
Sorry.
That is the end of the commander's turn.
Yay.
You save, so you're no longer taking poison damage.
Yeah, sorry about that. I have pollen all up in my face.
So now it is the officer number 1's turn. He is going to attack Amandi, but he is prone and turtling on the ground. So we'll see how well that goes.
Is he turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Yes.
Oh, he does have a plus
My
4
favorite
bonus
fact about
to the
that
attack
movie
roll.
is there is a non-zero
Yeah.
chance that scene was filming during the towers getting hit on 9/11.
Wait, what? Really?
No, Daniel. Not only is there a non-zero chance, it's a 100% chance.
They filmed
Basically,
that Master
when-
Disguise
when-
movie while the towers were getting.
Well, they didn't
It's
know
not
it was
on
gonna
purpose.
happen.
Not
or
intentionally.
did they?
Where were they filming?
Or what do
Los
you mean?
Angeles,
When were they
probably.
September 11th in
No,
2001.
where were they filming?
Oh, I don't fucking know. Los Angeles, probably.
That's what I said.
Where movies get made.
Where
Okay.
the magic happens.
But yeah, they the glitz and or the glamour. But yeah, they stopped the movie to like have a moment of silence, on set. But that was during the scene where they were filming the Turtle Club. So
Jesus.
Dana Carvey had a moment of silence as the towers were falling, dressed as the Turtle Man.
That's crazy.
Also, I have a coworker who unironically thinks that Jews control the weather.
That's silly.
That is silly.
I've tried. It doesn't work.
So he is going to
As a
hit
young,
you with
young man, I
his
tried as well. It's fine.
saber and pushes you away. So there.
Yeah, it's been colder in March than he thinks it should be, and therefore he's like, "You really think they're not out there controlling the weather?" And I was
All
like,
right, now it's Bernard's turn. What's Bernard doing?
Killing things.
Is he gonna fuck up the?
"Yeah, Hornet Gamer, I love going to birthdays and telling people about the Jew conspiracy."
Wow.
So he's over here. Yeah, I don't want to fuck up that officer more. He needs to kill that guy.
All right, Captain.
He also needs to stop drinking.
Bernard, if you manage to kill this guy, you get a raise.
He hits.
You don't pay him anything as is. No.
We pay the crew.
He
You
does
watch
kill
your
him.
goddamn mouth, considering whose job it is to distribute the paychecks.
Bernard.
Yeah,
basically
Hornet Gamer. That's what I'm
around
talking about. The Jewish conspiracy.
and hits Gillator with this attack. Bernard slashes that dude across the neck, and he drops to the ground dead.
No,
See, that's what I'm talking about. You get a raise.
Ah, you hear that, Francisco? I'm making more money than you now.
Francisco, I feel to be fair and balanced. I mean, that was a great throw with that bosun's whistle there. I think you're going to have the same. Like, you and Bernard are still going to get paid the same.
Francisco sticks his tongue out at Bernard, and Bernard kind of grumps. He's like, "Oh, fucking god damn it!"
These two have for sure kissed, right?
Yeah, dude, they're pirates, of course. It's like the secret pirate history that they don't tell you about is that a lot of them were gay and married to each other.
No, but not just pirate gay, but Gay.
Gay.
Yes, it's
Not
lonely
just
out at
pirate
sea.
gay.
No, that's pirate gay.
Okay. Moving along.
Dude, it's so lonely out at sea that Christopher Columbus saw a manatee and it's like, whoa, that thing's a mermaid. That's a lady.
No, but Daniel, that's pirate gay. I'm talking like gay.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, they knew each other before they joined us and became pirates.
That's what I'm
Anyway,
saying.
Yeah.
it is Sailor
Blossoming
number
romance.
10's
It could
turn.
start
Yeah.
as pirate gay, but
Let's
then
focus
it becomes
back.
real gay.
Let's rein this back in. It's Sailor
Mhm.
10's turn.
Wow. I don't
This
understand their
dude
love.
hits Amandi with his mace, or his cutlass, and does 5 points of damage, which bloodies Amandi.
Oh no!
Gelf, it's your turn now.
They made the Hulk angry. We're fucked.
Hey, yo, why do I hear boss music?
I wish
Accompanied
I
by
had boss music.
the
Like,
laughter.
Well, I already used Phantom Chasm. Can I only use 1 daily power a day?
yes. Well,
Okay.
no. You can use that one daily.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
use it again.
So you're a wizard, which is a special thing, which means you have more daily powers than everybody else, and you're supposed to prepare number of them at the beginning of the day. You should have 2, basically. Oh, how many does everybody else have?
I have 2.
For daily powers?
Yeah,
I only
everybody
have
else.
2.
I have 3.
I have 3 now.
I have 3 daily powers, but one of them is full broadside. It only works when I'm on the ship.
Oh, that's your roll power. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
So you have 2. How do you have 3?
I have 4, I think.
Well, daily attack power is not daily.
Oh, right.
Ability.
Oh, in that case,
No, I have 2.
Okay, so everybody should have 2. So you should have like double that as a wizard, but you could prepare 2 of them per day. Which you should have Fireball and Phantom Chasm, which you already used Phantom Chasm. So you still have Fireball left.
Well, we heard boss music. Where's the boss?
me.
Amandi's the boss, yeah.
She got bloodied.
She's bloodied now, so she does a shitload more damage.
You want me to soften up these targets for you?
Maybe take out some of the squibs.
I'm going to target.
You can do it without hitting our people, sure.
Rampage.
I'm going to target GTC Sailor 4 and 1.
With what?
Fireball.
So what is the range on Fireball? What does it say on it?
I will drop it in the chat.
Okay.
Here you go.
Before you roll that.
Sorry.
Not my thing. No!
There
So
we go.
burst 3 within 10. So burst 3 looks like hold on. So 1, 2, 3. So you can hit all of those people.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Do it.
So you should be able to hit that guy and that guy and that guy. There you go. Roll Fireball. That's a Fireball looking roll. Looks like you missed most of them.
Oh, God damn it.
You do still have your Elven Accuracy if you really want to hit somebody.
Yeah, oh yeah. Elven Accuracy, that bitch. Can I do that without a second wind?
Let me see. Yeah, you should be able to. Elven Accuracy is a free action. Reroll an attack roll. Use the second roll even if it's lower. Who do you want to reroll on? Because you're only hitting one of the mooks and the officer, not the commander. You missed the commander.
Well, I'm going to reroll for the commander.
Okay. Let me see here. What did you actually roll for him? You only rolled
12.
a 3. Okay,
Well,
so
a
yeah.
6 and plus a 6.
I'll just give you a D20 in the chat, okay?
Well, yeah. Here, I'll help you out. All you need to do is roll the attack roll again and just drag and drop it onto him like that. That's much better. Oh, I don't know if you can actually see me rolling it.
No,
Nope.
I can't.
Well, I rolled an 18 on the die, which with your bonuses is a 24, which hits him. So
Boom.
we'll go ahead and spend your Elven Accuracy. And then you also have Wand of Accuracy. You gain a bonus to a single attack roll equal to your Dex mod. You must wield your wand to be using this, which you do have one. Your Dex mod is 2. So did you miss anybody by like a slim amount?
No. I attack number
Sailor 4, maybe?
12. No, because they have all the mooks have an AC of 17, so you'd have to hit a 15 at least.
Oh.
Well, I did hit a 15 with the first one.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, wait. It says it hit a 15 hit Sailor 1.
Yep.
Did I reduce their AC? Oh, is this against reflex? Oh shit. Their reflex is only a 14. So yeah, using the Wand of Accuracy would hit one of the other mooks that you missed.
Okay. Which one?
Either number 4 or number 9. Whichever one you want.
Let's do number 4.
Okay, there you go. And then go ahead
rest
and
on a gift certificate.
mark off your Wand of Accuracy and then roll me some damage. Some fireball damage.
Nice.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh,
Yeah, you kill a bunch of these guys.
Immolated.
Everybody get your marshmallows.
Yep, you light those. You just see those guys go up in flames and just disintegrate. The other guys are on fire and singed, but are not significantly harmed. I mean, they're both bloodied at this point.
Imagine that, being on fire and falling through space.
Yeah.
There,
I hate them, but they started this.
You have now bloodied the officer as well.
they feel as though they are re-entering the atmosphere.
Slowly.
Oh my god.
All right.
Anything else?
I think that's about all I can do, so I'm going to end my turn there.
All right. Mark off that you use the fireball in the Phantom Chasm.
Boop.
And then it is this minion dude's turn. He's going to shoot Gelf, because that was terrifying.
Lots of luck with that.
Well, he missed, so not much. Not much luck. You got a 15. It is back to the top with Francisco. What do you want Francisco to do? He's kind of chilling over here now. He can do whatever he wants.
Guard Gelf.
All right, Captain. He's gonna just head over and get right in front. What are we laughing at? Oh my god!
I think we should call it surrender. Make him surrender to us.
No, the commander's mine.
They're not going to do
I'd
that.
rather. I think these guys are just going to die. We have all the information that we need.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
We could let the officer live, but the commander's a dead
No.
man.
No, we're taking
No.
it. I don't need to be here.
Actually, I will say, at the end of last session, there's some information they have that I would kind of want.
Yes.
I'm not going to be mad if they die, but I would like to know something they know.
We have a whole ship full. We'll find
No,
out.
it's information it's information he specifically would have.
The commander or the officer?
I'm not sure. Ben, which one talked to me last time?
The commander. We cut to a brief flashback of last session where Lanolin, I'm sure, said something very witty and cutting, and in response, the Commander Whitwood said, "Well, I'll have my vengeance either way, because I've already sent word back to Galeria, and she knows you're here. You can't outrun justice forever."
So
And that was when Land popped his. That was when Land popped his blood-seeking blade power and was like, "We gotta go."
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah, it's like no, we gotta lock in.
We'll save him for last.
Oh, I was gonna try.
Also, if anyone's interested, what Land said was a callback to when he had said earlier, like the price of our insolence. When I said that was the price of our insolence. Now you're about to learn the price of our tyranny,
Right.
or sorry, our price for your tyranny.
Fair.
And then he was like, "Nah, Uno reverse backstory activate."
Uh-huh.
So you could still beat the crap out of him, just like non-lethal it.
He needs to be able to talk. You want to take off a leg or an arm, whatever. Do your thing.
Well, Francisco's done now, so Asim's turn. Actually, wait. Can Francisco? Well, Francisco has a ranged weapon. He can.
Oh, there's this guy that he could shoot.
Yeah.
Number 10 over here.
Oh, what the fuck? No, not on Amandi, you idiot. Jesus. I'll throw
I rescind that raise.
hand axe at number 10 misses. There you go. Asim's turn.
Okay. So we're gonna do piercing strike again. Actually, hold door.
Oh, Asim.
Yeah.
Your saving throw that you get as your minor action.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
I'll use it.
Asim took 5 points of damage and now can make his saving throw.
Okay. Hold on. Let me start with that.
Good idea.
Where the fuck is my saving throw? There it is.
Should be a button in the front.
Oh.
Can't to save my life. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, technically you have a bonus equal to your half your level, but that's not going to help.
Nope. And I used it and loosed it, or
We'll say no. It keeps it.
okay. So yeah. So
You can't use it. You can't use it again until next round.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with piercing strike.
Fuck yeah.
Am I still getting combat advantage from something?
He's still prone, so yeah, and granting combat advantage from something Amandi did to him.
So I can select combat advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have like an aura of it.
Yeah, it'll do it already, but
Alright, piercing strike it is.
pierce him strikily.
He's laying on the ground, it's not that hard to hit him.
No, it really isn't. You definitely hit him with that.
And then I do that. I apologize if he dies. And then I use my sneak attack.
I mean, if he goes to 0, you can still have a roleplay moment with him if you want. I'm not going to say he dies immediately. Very nice. He's still fine.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. Amanda can take his soul.
I don't know if he can still answer questions after that.
We can take him to the witch lady, and she can put him in like a fish body or something.
Ooh, maybe. Yeah, like Klaus.
Yeah, no, fuck him up. I don't care.
Anything else, Asim?
I don't think I have any other minor actions or...
Yeah.
What's this? That's a standard action.
Oh, whoops.
No, you're good.
Okay, go ahead, Gilator.
All right.
You see Asim just stabbing down at the guy who's basically lying on his back over what looks like a pit to nowhere.
It's the name of my new album.
Pit to nowhere?
Yeah.
That's a Talking Head song.
Oh, no,
Is it really?
All right.
I think that's
Yeah.
Road to Nowhere.
Oh, maybe. Mm.
Is this officer still prone? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So I should still get combat advantage from him. I'm going to hit him with my daily power, which
Whoa.
is Stand of the Fallen.
I mean, he's literally fallen and he can't get up, so.
He's fallen and he can't get up. I love it.
He
Wow,
should press his life block.
You don't stand any fallen at all, so.
Now,
Yeah.
do I think that we'll have time? Oh no.
Time to what?
These come back on a short rest, right? The action points.
Yeah. Basically a 5-minute breather.
Yeah, I don't know. Depending on how serious the circumstances are, if we're getting a long rest between now and assaulting their big ship.
Are we?
I mean, I don't think you're gonna have to.
I don't think we're gonna have time for a long rest, dude. I think this is maybe a short rest situation.
I mean, I told you guys last time, if you kill all these people, their ship's just dipping. They're gonna retreat.
Right, but I thought the idea is we're gonna try and get them.
Oh, if you want to get their ship, then yeah, you're gonna fight to the last. If you're gonna
I don't
try to take their
necessarily
ship.
even really need their ship. They just have so much goddamn money on their ship.
Right.
If they promise the team's family like $500,000, I know I'm literally a crab man, but insert Eugene Krabs with dollar eyes.
Money, 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 money.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like money.
We're taking that ship.
Okay, sure. Well, then yeah, you're probably not gonna be able to have a long rest between them.
Yeah, so
You think
honestly,
maybe
I'm happy
short
to
rest?
miss my
Definitely a short
hour.
rest.
So I will.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We're gonna
Minor
die trying.
action. Minor action. Another inspiring word, but to a seam. Hey, that's health.
That's helpful.
Hey guys, remember my skull Zora is up if anyone needs a way to use their minor action and wants some health back.
That is true.
That's both of my inspiring words used.
You can also use your minor action to activate my skull Zora for somebody else.
I am going to use my other action point so that I can be useful.
Okay.
And I'm just going to Furious Smash instead.
You're gonna smash furiously?
I'm going to smash furiously.
Hell yeah.
Right on.
Smash that.
You're gonna furious smashily?
That's how I do every night, except for like that when he misses.
I cannot.
How much did he miss by?
Officer, let me check here. Probably not by much with a 17. And that was to Fortitude.
No, that's Stacy.
It said Fortitude.
It
Does
says
it?
fortitude, yeah.
Oh, that's because I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, there's Fortitude. Neat.
He missed by 3.
Cool. Rhyme of the Blood-Seeking Blade. He gets a -4 to his defenses. Fuck him up, El Capitan.
You have to hit him first.
Trigger an
that's
element melee attack target. The target attack charisma versus reflex. Yeah, and if you hit him, and then the target takes a minus to the trigger attack.
All right, so I'm gonna roll my attack.
Yeah, roll your attack on the officer.
Can you target him for me?
There you go. That is also a miss.
I can't.
God damn it!
You stole all of our luck.
Yeah, his reflex.
Oh.
Defense effects +2? How does he have a defense? How the hell? I'm so confused. How does he have a defense effect +2?
Who?
The bad guy.
Is there something he did that would give him
Because you tied his reflex. Why is it saying it missed? It says here he's got a reflex of 18. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but I'm going to say that you hit.
Maybe it's an attack that when he hit Amandi, that he has an ability? I don't know.
I don't know. He has nothing on him besides the prone and marked. So
yeah.
and he has a bonus +4 to hit when he's hitting somebody that don't have an ally next to him. But
prone against a ranged attack?
Oh yeah, that's it. He has a +2 to defense when it's prone against a ranged attack.
God damn. I hate that rule so much, that laying supine on the ground makes it harder to hit with a fucking arrow.
I know.
Whatever. I'll miss it. I'll miss if you want to play it by the rule, but
you have the blood-seeking blade. No, that you're not next to him. It wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Why? What does it do?
I was gonna say you could try meleeing him instead, but you're not next to him anymore.
It's a ranged attack. It's a ranged ability anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, but you could use it in melee to.
No, I could also just stab him. Yeah.
Yeah.
In any other circumstance, correct, but.
Nah.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, so.
That's the end of my turn. Wait, if I missed again, do I lose the other action?
What?
Since I didn't hit him, do I lose the action point?
No.
I'll uncheck that. All right. Oh, I have to set it down. Yeah, there we go. Well, it's your turn anyway, Lan. Fuck him up.
All right,
For me.
Lin, go ahead.
All right. So, I think I've got to kick it old school. All right.
Yeah.
Got to go with my guy, Staggering Note.
Nice.
And I'm gonna try and hit the commander. Actually, let's get him off the board.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Or fucking not.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
Didn't want to hit him anyway. That's fine.
We rolled our crits too early. Now all of our luck has gone.
I'm gonna move up to a Mondi.
Yeah, no
Okay.
kidding.
I'm gonna try something new. When we leveled up, that was one. Oh fuck! Wait, was that one of the levels where we were allowed to replace one of our abilities?
Every level you could do that.
Cool. Then I'm gonna use Seek Weakness.
What is that?
Until the end of your next turn, weapon attack. Oh, it's turn? I thought it was encounter. That's lame as fuck.
But I'm still listening to what's going on in the game.
Nah, actually, I kind of hate that. So instead, I'm gonna
use it before you attack, and then you have a bonus to all your stuff.
Yeah, no, I thought it was for the encounter that happens.
Well, that would be like a daily thing.
Yeah, nah.
Most encounter powers don't last for the entire encounter.
No, I got you. Okay, let's go. That's Grr. I can't use any more daily powers. I've used mine. Fuck it. Let's just go staggering. Let's just go. Action point staggering note.
Okay, so you're gonna use your second action point.
You know what? Actually, hang on, real quick. What's the benefit of being marked by an enemy?
When you're marked by an enemy, you have a -2 to hit anybody except that guy.
Got it. Okay. Cool. No, I'm gonna save my action point. Shit, man. I'll just chill, I guess.
All right, Amandi.
I have a feeling I might want that later.
All right.
Oh, this guy is kind of in my way because I can't walk past him.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I think most of my stuff requires things to be marked in order to do any extra stuff.
Well, go mark some people.
Yeah. Oh, I can only mark him because they have to be next to me.
I can mark some people for you.
Oh yeah, you do have an ability that does that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess for the moment at least, I'll just do one of my at-wills again. I guess I'll just do Strength of Stone again.
Okay.
Yay! One of us knows how to hit something.
Yeah, that'll get him.
Good job, Amandi. Oh,
Thanks.
and good damage.
Yeah, I got good damage on this one last time I used it too.
Yeah.
Strength of Stone is doing some pretty decent work actually.
That
Okay,
guy's
now that he's done, I want to step over here so I can be next to both of these guys.
all right.
And then... Dang. You can only mark things once per turn.
Yeah.
So I can get these guys now. Yeah, so... Guess that's gonna be it for me.
All right, let's see. Okay, so he is going to use. This is going to be the commander's turn. Going to use his action or his movement to stand up from prone. After basically, you see he puts a hand on the ground, realizes that it's an illusion, and hops back up. And he is going to. Who's he gonna cutting word? Who's he gonna cut with his words? I guess Amandi. I think Asim is still at his defense effects -5. Oh, what the fuck? You mean you're unable to locate power? Let's see.
I would like to remind everyone present that because of my form of the Laughing Killer, I am also technically polymorphed into a strange and primal and intimidating creature.
Oh
More
yeah.
so than I usually am.
Oh shit! He critical hit. Okay. So he looks at Amandi and has a sword in one hand, his saber, and his crossbow in the other. And he points the crossbow at you, Amandi. And he goes, "I'll put you down like the dog you are." And let's see if he gets you.
Braggart.
Why is it rolling twice?
Because you're still targeting me.
Yep. Okay, it looks like both of those hit. Oh my god, he rolled a 3 for both of them and they still both hit. Wait, what? Hold on, defense effects -2. How do you get -2? Very confused here. Okay. So we are going to put -5 penalty to all defenses. And then the damage roll, which is 1, 2, and 3. So Amandi is down and is taking 10 poison damage.
Ooh.
Or, no, sorry, 5 poison damage. Just forgot to edit that.
Oh no.
So yeah, I'm going to be taking a death save fail at the beginning of her turn, and then can save at the end. So that was his turn. And then basically shoots Amandi in the gut. Amandi drops to the ground, and then turns back to Asim and goes, "Well, just because I can't kill your parents for getting nothing done, I guess I'll settle for your friends." The officer is going to stand back up from prone. And he looks at his commander and he's like, "Commander, I think we may be outgunned here." And the commander goes, "You thinking of running, you fucking bilge rat? When I say kill these fucking pirates, I mean kill them." He looks worried and goes, "Yes, sir," and is going to attack Gilator. He has his fashion. That misses.
Hell yeah, get fucked, loser.
It's Bernard's turn. Bernard kind of runs forward and he's like, "I can protect Gelf better than you can, Francisco." What do you want him to do?
It's Bernard's turn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He basically goes, Francisco, you're protecting Gelf, but you're not even protecting the you're not you got to be able to guard all of our vulnerables at once. He stands in front of the shipwright. He's like, come on, man, is it your first day on the crew? He's trying to like throw shade at his buddy.
Does he have a ranged weapon?
Yeah.
Have him throw it at the officer.
Yeah, okay.
Unless it's a crossbow, in which have him shoot it at the officer.
I was going to say, do you really want him to throw the crossbow?
Mm-hmm.
That misses.
I see that he studied German fighting techniques.
Gelf.
Oh, is it my turn already? All right.
Is.
Who is still standing?
We got the officer, the commander, and the sailor. Like one sailor in the back just still holding his crossbow steady.
Yeah, magic missile on that officer.
You want that officer? Okay, go for it. Yep. What are you going to do to him?
Magic missile.
All right, yeah. I'm going to chip him away. 6 damage.
Second wind? I'm sorry.
You mean action point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So
Action
what are you going to do with your action point?
Same thing, magic missile.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead.
Question. Would magic missile actually take out that sailor in the back?
It would. Because he's a minion.
I would much rather that action point have gone that to the sailor in the back, because then we don't have anybody who can run out of our range, and we just have to deal with these 2 commanders. But that's just my opinion.
Can I unwind that second roll?
Yes, I can put it on the other guy for you.
Thank you.
If that is what you wish.
Yep. I'm just saying, the people who can run back to the ship and tell them that their commander's dead, we don't want those.
Mm-hmm. The word you're looking for is witnesses.
Yeah, we can call them that.
So you fling out 2 bolts and hit the officer in the chest, and it hits that guy in the head and kills him.
Good. Fuck that guy.
Anything else, Gelf?
No, that's going to end my turn.
All right, and it is back to the top with Francisco. What do you want him to do?
Francisco and Bernard stand there, just in between Gelf and the other people, and just huck hand axes at the problem until it dies.
Yeah, they're pulling out like axes, spare cannonballs they had.
Literally anything you can throw at them.
One of them's throwing his keys. That is going to hit.
Yippee! Oh, hang on.
He does 9 points of damage to the officer. That officer is about to die. You see a hand axe like slash through the dude's like arm as he like kind of swats it away, but like takes a chunk out of his arm. He yells out in pain, and he yells to his commander, "Commander, I don't think we can take much more of this. We're getting our asses kicked." Asim.
Well, this is what I have to say about that.
Kick his ass harder.
So, AC. We're going to do Clever Strike, because I don't really have any... I've used all of my kit and caboodle here.
Yeah.
I don't really... Well, I've got Nasty Backswing. What does that do?
I don't know.
Dex versus AC, you have combat advantage for the attack.
Yeah, use nasty back shots.
Nasty back shots? Yes.
God.
And I can move around.
Your strength modifier? Are you a brutal scoundrel? I don't think you are.
No, I don't think I am. And then there's Positioning Strike, which just lets me move around.
You're an artful dodger.
That Positioning Strike helps me with that. The distance of the slide can be up to your Charisma modifier. If I wanted to slide. I don't. But I may need that for other battles, so I'm going to hold on to those 2 encounter powers.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use Clever Strike.
All right.
I think I'm targeting. I am now targeting the douche
Yep,
and attack
that'll do it.
and damage and damage.
Nice. He has
Not
5 hit points left.
Oh,
so. Before I end my turn,
Uh-huh.
can I role play something out?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Okay. I turn to the officer and I say, "Listen, ignore what I'm going to do to the commander once you're gone. But if you lay down your arms right now, I will do my best to convince the captain to either give you a quick death, which is far, far less than you deserve, or even possibly let you
I
live."
think you meant to say far more.
Yeah,
I
know, I'm
it drastically changes the meaning of the threat.
I know,
Yeah.
but listen, Asim is like full of fucking rage. He doesn't know what the fuck he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Give me a charisma check, diplomacy check.
okay.
If you can get me, before you roll, if you can get me a 25, he'll 100% like lay down arms and just run away.
Can it be intimidating?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
If you can get me at least a 20, he'll be like demoralized and will attempt to stop fighting, but like fight defensively and have minuses to hit and stuff.
Okay. Intimidated is.
Yep.
Come on. All right.
Yeah.
At least I hit the 20 mark. As for you, Commander, your head is going to be mounted on the front of our ship when we're done with you. And your entrails will be the new ropes on our sails.
That was a badass line, but in the background, Lan, who regularly snacks on the ropes, just.
Conversely, Amundi is fine with that.
All right, Asim, are you done?
Is there anything I can do to help Amandi? I think we have the Skull's aura or something. Can't I
You do.
minor to help her?
Yep, Lanolin, go ahead and throw that on Amandi.
See, I remember things. I
Right,
remember
Gillian,
things.
your turn.
Thanks, because I forgot I was down, actually.
I am here to drink and remember things.
Does it heal 2d6 now?
Yes.
Neat. Asim, give me a saving throw. Gillator, it's your turn.
Looks level, baby.
You don't have to wait. You are no longer damaging Danny Poison.
I'm going to Furious Smash, because it doesn't really matter what I use on this guy. Anything, if I hit him, he's dead.
Pretty much. You hit.
So I just kind of like, as Asim is like, the captain may consider giving you a quick death, and I just kind of like run him through, like, yeah, we're on a timetable.
Go ahead and give me some damage. Yeah, that kills him.
Well, yeah, you had 5 hit points left. If I rolled a 1, he'd be dead.
No, the commander has 5 hit points left. The other guy had.
Oh. And then I'm going to take 1 step forward.
Okay.
Now that his entire crew is dead,
Yeah.
It would appear my bosun like a word with you before we kill you.
He wipes blood from his mouth, still kind of staggering, like struggling to stand. He spits blood on the ground at your feet. He goes, nothing a pirate could say would mean anything to me.
I don't.
It's not about what we have to say. It's about what you do.
Oh, yeah? And what's that? Got you quaking in your boots, did I? You better believe it's true.
How long ago did you contact her?
Just sent the message out this morning.
What was the name of the ship that carried the message?
Not a ship, you idiot.
Sent via bird, then?
Aye, you'll never track it down.
What sentence is waiting? I say, still my original sentence, then, waiting for me back in Galeria?
One can only assume. Gotta be longer now. You've been on the run so long.
Aye, and I got no plans of going for. I got no plans of ending my streak now.
Well, that may not be up to you anymore. Now that she knows where you are, they'll be coming. Don't you worry about that.
I'll be waiting. You think? No. You think you're the first upstart? The first upstart bootlicking commander. What thought he could take down the Chimera pirates earned himself accommodation then? I've been killing your men since before you were a twinkle in your daddy's balls.
Ew.
Well, he says that just because you can, sure, whatever, I don't care. Just because you can catch a man off guard and pull a fast one once or twice doesn't mean you're hot shit on the seas.
Anybody else think we need anything from this guy?
No,
I want to know if there was
more action point and kill it.
Well, he's not going to give us the ship.
No, there's hundreds of sailors.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Of like,
away.
I look at him and I just go, and I say, normally this is the part where I'd make an offer about letting you live long enough to ransom you back to your crew, but we all know that you're too cold-blooded to actually value human life or basic moral decency. If nobody has any objections, I would like to reach into my pocket and pull out the little leather coin pouch that I carry around.
Okay.
I would like to beat him to death with it.
Well, it's still currently Gillator's turn because he was going to action.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I had to look away from my headphones for a sec. I thought that this was him. Like, oh, we've got him dead. This is just the Assassin's Creed. Everything fades to white, so you can talk to them real quick.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I got this.
Kinda.
So I'm gonna brash assault, or not brash assault. Oh no, that is the one that I'm looking. Does a 21 hit?
It says it misses, but it shouldn't, so it hits.
Brash assault is the one where I do my damage here,
and then he gets an attack afterwards that he's not going to be able to get because he's dying.
But it is thematic because I am going to stab him in the back. he doesn't get his attack on me because he's dead. Now, Lan, you can hit him with your pack of gold.
I mean, he's already dead.
You can throw it as a ranged attack.
Nah, if he's already dead, there's no point.
Well, that's why I did. Yeah, no, it was a thematic bit because this ability lets me command one of my allies to attack. So.
Great. Yeah, then I would like to use can I use a ranged basic attack to walk over and beat him with my coin purse?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I just want the last 2 sounds this man hears in his head on Earth. I want it to be the jingling of coins and the crunching of his own teeth.
Gross.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Capitalism.
well, you kicked the shit out of this guy.
Captain Gelator, I regret to inform you that, unfortunately, thanks to me, our timetable in this location is greatly shrunk.
That's fine. That's fine. Everyone, take a quick breather. We're gonna take like some kind of short rest.
Yeah, anybody can spend healing surges who wants to.
Okay.
I'm gonna need to. And then we're going to assault the ship before they leave.
Can either Gelf or me check out that fucking whistle and figure out what magic it has?
Well, I was gonna say that, but before we do that,
I just wanted to remind the party in case that's something we should figure out before we get there.
Okay,
I have a couple of healing surges that I can spend on people.
Yes.
That's not how that works. You can only spend them on yourself.
God damn it! Well, I'm only down by 5.
Okay. Well, Lanolin is the only one who needs to heal at this point. He's the only one that's taking a lot of damage. There you go. And now
Healed all of mine.
I want the money.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
try to assault the ship, there is potentially dozens, if not hundreds, of sailors on board, as it is in Man of War, with lots of guns pointed at the city that is trying to leave. Well, as soon as you take a rest and they realize that their commander's not coming back from his little errand he started here, they're going to do it. Longer than that. Or not that long.
Let's see what this whistle does, and let's see if it has anything to do with their ship.
Does anybody, Gelf, did you want to try to identify this whistle?
Yes, please.
I'd like to do give him advantage.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and roll with a +2.
+2 Arcana. +2 Arcana.
Well, we're pirates, so it's Arcana.
Arcana.
This is a Guardian's whistle. It can summon, so it can signal the ship. If you have somebody on the ship that you want a message sent, it can basically act like anybody who can understand bosun's whistle speak, basically. It can supernaturally communicate that from far distances. So as long as you're like within a couple of miles of the ship, like where a normal whistle would not be able to hear it, this whistle, your ship can hear it. Also, it can supernaturally summon one NPC from the ship when you use it as an encounter power.
You know?
Or the encounter, and then they teleport back to the ship after the encounter.
You know, unless there's no objection, I think Lan ought to have this.
Yeah.
Just gonna say that's kind of the perfect thing. For Lan to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Lan, here, this is.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hey, can you guys imagine being able to just call the cleric on our ship whenever we need him?
Oh man.
You'd have to attune it to your ship. You attune it basically to the ship, and then when you blow the whistle, and you blow it however you would normally blow a signal whistle, and it can supernaturally alert whoever the highest ranking officer on the ship is at the time.
That's
Okay.
right.
if you need to send messages, and then summoning an NPC is a separate thing it can do by blowing the whistle that you can choose who it summons.
Okay.
Now, importantly,
Yeah.
do we have enough time to figure out how to Ocean's 11 this ship before it leaves?
Can you also what do you call it? Can you just add the whistle onto my character sheet, or do I need to manually add it?
I'm working on it. Let's see.
Okay.
Where's the add button? Here we go.
Cool. So, as much as I would like to take the ship, like, I could be satisfied with stealing as much money from them as possible before they leave.
They'll be ready to shove off in like, I don't know, half an hour or so.
Listening.
What's
No,
left
trust me. Asim, I understand where you're coming from. Say, I understand where you're coming from. Asim, they wouldn't ever pay. The Galarian Trade Guild has one guiding principle, and that be profit above all else. His death, and I kind of nudge him, was cost effective. It's free to promote someone else.
Do we have any kind of magic to disguise Asim as said commander so he can literally just walk up on the ship?
I don't think that's a thing in full read. No, because we are a crab, a hyena, and a goat.
Wait.
No,
Wait,
it doesn't.
You speak bosun whistle. And we have the whistle that alerts the highest member of their the highest member of the ranking member of the crew or whatever it does. I have a plan.
Yeah, and it's still attuned to their ship, so.
All right.
Well, the problem is that they're next in command. Whoever we summoned, they would just teleport them back at the end of the encounter, right?
No, we're not going to teleport anyone to us. We're going to get them all onto the deck of their ship. Just command like an all hands upper deck. And then we take them by surprise, full volley them, and wipe out enough of their crew with just like a full broadside that our crew can sort of handle the remainder.
Which I have.
Interesting.
Here's a question.
Because if there's like 100 or so
guys, I'm gonna piggyback off of that because I really like it. We could also tell, like the sailors who we just helped at the shipyard. Basically, there's a lot of other ships, even if they're not fully operational, that have cannons on them. Can we basically get that ship into a position where not only are we giving them a full broadside, but basically just every parked ship in the harbor bombard them at the same time?
Genius. Yeah.
So,
kind of turning to the guy who runs the docks, who we're still next to.
Wait, what was the plan I was typing?
Get every able gunned ship to fire on them all at once after we manage to trick them all onto their top deck.
Like, basically, the ships are all parked there, and if they've been essentially shutting down this truck stop, basically, then it's more or less just like them surrounded by ships, with the only thing keeping them safe that they don't think, like, number one, they have strength, but number two, they think that no one's going to have the balls to try and hurt them. So if we get them on the deck of their ship, if we not only engage them in a full broadside, but we just tell them, like, get every single gun in these parked ships, like that you can, loaded and aimed at them, and when we give when we start firing, just as many as you can. Like, just even if it's death by 1,000 tiny cuts, like, it's a lot of fucking cuts.
If this plan,
We're talking. I'm talking. If you've got a cannon that's been out for repair and it's hanging from a crane, load that motherfucker up.
Yeah, if this plan manages to kill like 30 of their guys, that's like 30% of their guys. That's almost 50%.
Is that the new math I've heard so much about?
See, normally when you go one-on-one, with another pirate ship, you've got a 50% chance of winning. But this crew is a bunch of genetic freaks, and we're not normal. So
That's right.
No.
The trade guild knows they can't fight me, so you take their 50% chance of winning.
And then you put the shipyard into the mix, and your chances of winning drastically go down. You see, the way that when you said math, I sprinted from my kitchen back to my bedroom.
Okay, so I'm thinking how this is gonna work.
So I can send a signal through the whistle that basically says, in bosun speak, all hands on deck, be ready, like, yeah, Kurt Angle knows, yeah, what's up? Big Papa Pump, the big bad booty daddy.
Sure.
But yeah, go up to the top deck, all hands on top deck, be ready to shove off, but forestall leaving. Like,
Okay.
do not leave until either I am there or another signal is given.
Give me a 25 bluff check. Because this is orders like outside of the norm for these guys.
Is there no all hands on top deck so we can gloat over the people we just captured?
No.
Cool. Fuck, my words of friendship only works on diplomacy.
Okay. Well, this other part of the plan will still work even if you don't. It'll just be harder.
No. I know. I'm trying to stack the dice in my favor here, and my what do you call it? My words of friendship ability that gives me a plus 11 only works on diplomacy or intimidation.
Gives you a plus 11? I thought I'd give you a plus 5.
Plus 5. I'm sorry. What the fuck was I looking at? Yeah, it's a plus 5.
You normally have a plus 11, I think.
Oh, that's right, I do.
So give me a 25 bluff.
Yeah, no one can really help me with this, so here we go.
Yeah.
Fuck. No!
Oh.
I saw the nat 20 go by.
I know. Okay, so it's not going to make it more difficult for you to convince all the other ships to open fire on the Trade Guild ship, on the Gold Pendant. But they are going to be more prepared for the attack.
So they know something's up.
Yeah, so they know their commander hasn't come back. Somebody's blowing the whistle. We need to get out of here. Prepare for some kind of trickery.
Yeah.
Is that what happens if you roll low, or did you roll low?
He rolled a 20 out of 25.
Oh.
You can go to all the other ships in the dock. They are sympathetic to specifically the shipwright's cause because of the fact that they all need repairs. They've been sitting here and can't do it. And they fucking hate the Trade Guild.
I'm also throwing in there of like to get them real riled up of like, you know, I forget what the boss's name is, the Raggenbaldi guy.
Carson.
Great. That they tried to take Carson's kid. Actually, no, they took his kid.
Okay.
And just like, if they're willing to do that to a kid, all of your days are numbered. There is only one course of action now, and we basically have one shot where we can really hit them where it fucking counts.
Okay. So if you can get me a DC... So if you get at least a 20 on diplomacy check, all the ships in the harbor will open fire. You basically with all your bonuses, you're guaranteed to convince everybody. It's just how fast you can convince everybody to get them ready with enough gusto in order to like put their all into it in order to fire it as quick as possible and get the
Great.
job. So,
if I improv part of the speech, will you lower the DC?
No, but I'll give you a bonus because I've already thought of the DC.
Well, it's the same thing.
Yes, it is effectively the same thing. If you clear 20, which I know you will, all the ships will open fire. The trade guild ship will start to sink, and most of their hands will be lost. And you can kind of jump on board, raid it for whatever you want, and dip before they could do anything. But they will open fire on the city.
Okay.
If you can clear a 25, same outcome, but they open fire on some of the other ships nearby. If you can clear a 35, you get the drop on them and they didn't have time to react.
Okay. Can anyone give me advantage on this?
What skill is this?
Diplomacy.
Yeah, I have diplomacy. Oh.
So you'll be aiding and going to other ships that Lan is not going to.
Yeah.
Getting more of the ships ready.
And I'm right away, even before I roll, I'm adding my words of friendship. So that's a 7.
Okay. So you add a 7 to this with your 11.
So here's what I'm going to tell people, right? After I say of like I said, they took Carson. I'm getting them fired up first. Before I present a solution, I'm just like, they took his son. It's like, drug him right out of his bedroom while he slept. Shoved a potion down his throat and marched him across the ocean floor to a cave where they would have killed him like a dog. I say, they struck a man down in broad daylight, not even for one of the sins of his own doing, but because I dared to speak up against them. Because they're too chicken shit to pick a fight with people they think might fight back. And I kind of look around them and I say, and for the longest time, that's been all of you. And I let that marinate for a second and go, but we have a chance to use their greatest strength against them. Do you have any idea how commerce works in a world like this? How the trade guild makes their money? It's because there's more of us than there are of them. And when they're the ones taking, you better believe that's an expressway to a lot of gold. But if all of us together, even if you have a single cannon aboard your ship, a single bolt for the ballista, if each and every one of you step up and take that little piece of the pound of flesh that all of you are rightfully owed by this point, well then, it could be time that you start giving it back to them. And that is an expressway to a lot of iron, not gold. So my question to all of you, do you want to sit here and keep being a stuck pig for them to come back to raid whenever they want? Or do you want to fight back? Now let's roll my diplomacy.
Give me a +2 for the speech. I believe that's rolling with a +20.
Yes, it is.
So you'd still need a 15 in order to get away scot-free. All right, let's see the roll. Ooh. You just barely cleared a 25.
All right, so they're going to attack the people?
No, they're going to attack the other ships in the harbor.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Not the civilians, but the people who were firing on them. So,
great. I will say then, if that's the case, that like I'm evaluating that, I do just want to throw into them so everyone here kind of knows what they're getting into. I can't guarantee all of you your safety, and I'm not gonna lie to you. And I shrug and just say, like, there's gonna be a few of you that don't walk away from this. But I'll also give you my word on my honor as a sailor. And I say, for every one of us that falls today, if I have to drag me corpse out of the ocean and take him down with my teeth, I promise you, for every one of us, I'll take 2 of them down with me.
Okay. So, you finish wrangling the half dozen ships or so that are usable in the harbor. You get back to your ship. You command the crew, all hands to battle stations.
Mm-hmm.
There's no time to set the sails or get the trim set up. You just run out the guns right there in the port.
Yep.
As their ship weighs anchor, sails crack with the wind as they start to move out. A cacophony of cannons just open fire on this huge man of war sitting in the middle of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Just explosions everywhere. You see the man of war start firing back. It manages to sink the 2 closest ships on either side of it.
Bad luck.
It sails out of port like a couple 100 feet before a mast falls over. Men jumping overboard as the powder keg explodes on the inside of the ship. The thing goes up in smoke as you send your crew in longboats over there to finish off any survivors and raid what's left.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling them, basically, any sailor that jumps into the ocean, basically ordering our crew either pick them off with arrows or hit them on the way, on the way by in the longboats. No one's making it off that ship alive.
Some of them are getting dragged down under by a fucking horse-sized lobster.
Yeah, the lobster's down there picking them off. Yeah.
Imagine all these sailors who see this boat sink and they're like, man, like, that's a crazy sight, seeing a man of war go down like that. And then a giant lobster claw just pulls them under. It's like, we're going to pretend we didn't just see that last part.
As you see from the deck of the quarter deck of the Chimera, the ship just in flames going down in the ocean as your longboats return to you. They bring back, with all the other longboats from the other ships that also were raiding this thing.
Yeah.
And from what you could get after the explosion, the Chimera cashes in 15,000 gold.
Ooh. That's a pirate.
Hot damn. Are we able to get any extra if afterwards our underwater-oriented people are able to go down to the wreckage? Because this isn't just for scavenging it as it's sinking. Like, we can literally go there afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes. Give me a D6, and you get that many more thousand.
I'll do that. Hey, whoa. Nice.
6,000 plus
21,000.
6.
Man, I love that band.
You guys get 29,628 gold pieces on your ship.
Oh.
That should be enough to do
That's
some.
what I call a fucking
shit.
payday.
Now, did they have anything on there that wasn't just gold? Did they have anything of import to us?
Let's find out.
Ship manifest or something.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the manifest.
The manifest, you find it. It's not very interesting. It doesn't have anything incriminating or anything in it.
Captain's notes.
Yeah, the captain's notes. There's a distinct lack of trade going on here, and more just sitting here for money to extort people. You see, he's done this to maybe 2 or 3 other docks before this one. But no, nothing super important. But yeah, you guys have almost 30,000 gold, and your bounty goes up.
I bet it does.
Let's see.
I would like to ask Captain Gilt, or I want to pitch something to Captain Gillator.
Yeah.
Go for it. You got the final hit on the bad guy, right?
With at least some of this money, it should
On
go
what?
towards. Hello?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm absolutely going to give a huge chunk to the fucking Dockmaster guy.
Well, I was gonna say the two. Was it one or two ships that went down?
2.
2 ships.
Like
Out of,
make sure that their families are taken care of.
Yeah.
Well, their families are somewhere on Earth, I assume. They're sailing ships, so like they're far from home. It was
Okay,
like
well, I know, but a lot of sailors also send money back to their families. So if their address is written down somewhere, or the dockmaster knows how to contact them.
Oh, you could probably get their ships manifest before they sink. To get that information if you want.
I mean, hey, if some of them are willing to sail under me. We did come here to fix our ship and get new crew members.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
Yeah,
upgrade now that we've got some money.
Roll me a diplomacy check, Gillator. Diplomacy.
Just started a fucking peasant uprising. I love it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What'd you get?
It dropped right before the chat on a 19. I'll roll it again.
Where did it go?
It went off the board.
Yeah, I accidentally clicked it.
I got a 19. There you go.
Well, no, I rolled a 19 on the die, so this is a 19 on the total.
Oh.
So if you would like to upgrade your crew stat, you could spend 1,000 gold to do it.
Well, we did recently come into some money.
Okay. So 28,000 gold, and your crew now goes from 3 to 4 out of 4.
So, other question. We do have some repairs, and we have a shipwright that's newly indebted to us.
Correct.
I'm not for exploiting him, but maybe we can get them to do some work. I mean, of course, we'll pay him.
Well, yes. Yeah.
Whereas before,
now that we're done with this, I do want to talk to him and have the whole post One Piece arc talk to him.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, you guys.
I also think that more of the money, and I'll pay for it myself if I have to, but I think the crew would agree to kick in here. Basically, find the tavern or the inn in town, and slap down more money than they have ever seen, and just say anyone who was in that battle or about massacre, any sailor that fought in that and lived to tell the tale. They come in here and they drink and eat free for the rest of the night. Yeah, here's more money than you have ever seen in your life. Keep pouring until those kegs feel light.
Okay, yeah, you have enough money for that. That's 100 gold if you wanted to spend that.
Oh, that's it? I was prepared to drop 2 grand. Fuck yeah, 100 gold. I forgot how much. I forgot how obscenely rich D&D players get.
Yeah. So you head back down to the shipwright and go talk to Karsten.
Yeah.
He welcomes you back into his shop, and he goes, I have not seen anything that impressive in some time. Anything that you want from the Teak Bay shipwright is yours.
I mean, you are right. We are very impressive, and I am. It looks like there's a lot of cannon holes in your docks here. We came in here for repairs. It looks like you need repairs too. Oh man, that's probably gonna be really expensive. How does I don't know, 5,000 gold sound?
He stammers and he's like, "You're gonna."
You're paying me.
Well, you may just be the most honorable pirate I've ever met.
Yeah. Gold is not. I like money. I'm not just in it for the gold.
Okay.
I'll throw out there if we're in the meeting. If I'm in the meeting with him, I'll just throw out that.
I assume everybody's here.
With all due respect, sir, we came here to get our ship repaired, and not be business, but to stick it to the Galarian Trade Guild. That was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Our favorite activity is making the government mad.
Right on.
Any government. Doesn't matter.
Make them
I hate
I did see-
They're just capitalists.
I did see. Yeah, well, they are technically adjacent to a government of one of the baronies of Andorran.
It's the West Blindia
Yeah.
trading company.
They're the worst part of the government. The capitalists that lobby the government.
Right.
Who hold all the real power.
So he tells you that he did get a chance to look at your ship's damage, and it is going to take at least a week, if not more, to repair that. Probably more like 2 or 3 weeks. But I can get my men on it tonight. We'll work through the night.
Nice.
I think at the I appreciate the expedience. At the very least, take it easy for them. I hear the tavern's giving away free food and drink. Someone dropped a lot of money to do that, so
I will make sure that your men are put up in the that my workers and shipwrights will open their homes to your men so they can get a good night's sleep in a real bed for the next couple of weeks.
I think they're gonna really like that.
Ben, I have a question.
Yes.
I want to do some logistics real quick. How long of a bird flight is it from here to Lyria?
Let's find out.
Yeah, what is the wing speed of an unladen swallow?
The wind
Very
speed.
funny.
Well, it is very laden. It has a note.
Before you guys continue, before we continue, I have terrible news. I'm afraid I have to drop.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
Sorry to hear
very, very sorry. I'm very sorry, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
It's alright, we're doing the wrap up stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have guests here, and I want to be sociable with my guests.
Oh, damn.
Go for
Okay,
it.
no worries. It was just
I love you all, and thank you very much for a fun game, and it was a lot of fun, and I will see you
Absolutely.
guys next week.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Time.
Yes.
Ciao.
Yes, Hornet. So before we continue too deeply, is there a bird shop in town?
Probably, yeah.
Can I buy a parrot?
Yeah, you can buy a parrot for a couple gold. Let's see.
I want
Galeria
the
is
finest parrot.
15 days away by straight shot.
So Hornet, I have now bought you a parrot.
Birds probably fly double.
What do you want
14.
its name to
Birds
be?
probably fly double that. So it'll probably take a week for the bird to get to Galeria.
Okay, so a week. How long, based on my experience / common sense, would it take to get a strike force mobilized from Galeria?
Roll me a history.
Not talking about getting it here. I'm talking about just them diverting resources to get a ship organized.
Okay. Give me a history check.
Okay.
For logistics of the Navy or the GTC.
Mm-hmm.
A message there will be a week. For mobilizing ships will be another week or two, and then it'll be about 2 weeks of sailing to get to Teak Bay.
So we'll likely be long gone by then.
You will be, yeah. You'll most likely be gone by then. It'll be about a month and a half before they can get to Teak Bay to get any response.
So we'll be gone, and there's going to be no one to protect this fucking guy.
No. I was going to say I want to basically then send a message chasing that bird.
Mm-hmm.
To arrive a week, while they're in the middle of their preparation. This will likely or around the same time. Let's say.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck. What's her name again? Her first name. Because I'm calling her by her first name. Fuck her.
I actually
Let's
like the
find
first
out.
one, but that's my opinion. If you want him, I can name him Jimmy.
I feel like that's like Dolores.
No.
Does Land's power to talk to animals work again?
How does it work? It's a ritual.
And you just talk to animals and they understand you?
Pretty much.
Lady Quinette of House Marquis.
Great. I'm calling her Quinette.
Okay.
That's how I knew. That's how I met her. I refuse to engage you in this bullshit.
Sure.
So it just starts Quinette.
You can send me a DM if you want to do that. Like to write something. If you'd rather do it.
Okay. Yeah, because I'll write something for it later. The effect is basically that I want to send is like, I apologize that it's been some time since our last correspondence. Although you're no stranger to that. I was truly flattered when your dog told me, or when your lapdog told me that you're still holding such a candle for me. I neglected to get the finer details from him, as while delivering that news, he was in the middle of choking on his own blood and my captain's sword. Don't bother trying to come to Teak Bay. I say don't bother trying to come to Teak Bay. We're already weighing anchor as we speak, and by the time those ships of yours and those third-rate sailors, or those third-rate bilge rats that you call sailors, manage to get their boots laced up, my crew will already be halfway across the world, and you won't find anything other than a bunch of pissed-off Ragnvaldi shipwrights itching to take another swing at you. I sincerely hope that we never meet again. But thank you for ensuring that your ships are always so well stocked with coin and booze. As I'm enjoying a celebratory expenditure of both, while warming myself by the smoldering campfire that used to be your man of war. Rotten hell. And sincerely yours, Lanolin.
Okay.
Nice.
Sure.
Sounds like a lovely love letter, Lanolin.
Yeah. I will have a response for you.
It was.
Depends on whether she's. If she does decide to respond, I will have a response for you.
Yeah, the essence is just, even if you try and come here, doesn't matter to me. We're not going to be anywhere fucking near here. But you had the home court advantage last time and got your shit rocked. If you try and roll up on them now and they know you're coming, I don't love your odds, so you have to decide if it's worth it. But you're not gonna find me. Like, it's like, regardless, I'm not gonna be here. Oh, and then also I include a series of tally marks down at the bottom of the page. That is me keeping track of the total number of Galerian Trade Guild ships that I have sunk or taken in the preceding 50 years that I have been at sea.
Okay.
Since our last correspondence.
Okay.
You haven't talked to me in 50 years?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's been 50 years. Like, what's up?
I said you haven't talked to this lady in 50 years, and you're leading with Rotten Hell based.
No, I'm ending with Rotten Hell.
I figured there'd be more correspondence.
So Ben, is this literally the first correspondence that I've had in 50 years?
I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
I think so, honestly. I think this is probably the first time. I think I've truly been trying to stay ahead of her, like, since I got to the ocean. I do think this is not the first time that, like, me and her men's, like, path. Like, this is not the first one of these threats of, like, we've identified who you are and we're sending letter back to the homeland after you.
Yes.
But this is the closest that I'm like, oh shit, like we're really in a position where like this might happen.
Right.
But yeah, so responding with that, it's been 50 years, and then I'm including a list at the end of the tally marks of every one of her ships I've taken. Rotten Hell, Lanolin.
Great. As far as your ship's repairs goes, did you want to pay full price to the dude for all the repairs?
I don't feel like haggling him is the best bet. If the crew's okay with it,
he's prepared to offer you a deal because, like, you saved.
We take the deal.
I think whatever discount he wants to give me.
I think whatever he offers to pay is what we pay.
Well, he would have repaired. He'll repair your hull for free.
I'll take it
because that's 6 points of damage to the hull. Your maneuverability and all the other stuff probably less, like, is going to need some work. But he'll repair the entire hull for free.
Yeah, I'll pay whatever he wants. I'm going to give him extra anyway to help repair the cannon holes that are in his city now.
So he doesn't. Well, yeah, he can probably repair weapons. This place is well equipped, so he can repair all of your shit. Do you want everything back to max?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be. You get a calculator out. It would be 6.
And you could replace any cannons. We could take some from the sunken ship.
Yeah, true. Plus 1 for weapons, plus 6 for cargo is 13, and it's 1,000 gold per point, so it's 13,000 to fix everything else. He'll do it. He'll do it for 10.
Yeah, we just got 20,000. That's
okay. So I'm gonna take off 10,000. So you're at 13,628.
Yeah, we fix the entire ship and get 10,000 gold for helping.
Well, at this point, you've earned net $5,000 now.
Yeah,
because you were at 8,000 before.
The question.
Yes.
Can we upgrade our cargo space? Or do we have to upgrade our hull in order to upgrade our cargo space?
Actually, hold on a minute. I think I fucked up. I think it's actually cheaper. No, it's only 500 gold to repair. It's 1,000 to upgrade.
Oh.
So let me do that math again. Hold on. So maneuverability is 6. So it's 13 times 500 is 6,500 gold. So he'll do it for 6,000. So you're at 23 minus 6,000. 23 minus 6 is 17. So yeah, if you want to spend 1,000 gold per point, he can upgrade your cargo space or anything else.
Upgrade the crew?
Yep.
Okay, so it's already out of 4/4. So it was less than that before. Okay.
It was a 3/3.
Okay. May I make a suggestion, Captain?
If you want to upgrade hull, maneuverability, or cargo here, you can.
Okay, so no weapons?
No, they don't have weapons here. They can repair your weapons, but they don't have any upgradable cannons for sale.
If we salvage the cannons from the sunken ship, can they install them?
Their cannons probably aren't any better than yours. They're just more of them.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good.
Yeah, they can install the cannons if you could salvage them.
Yeah, sounds good. If I can drag a diving bell straight up out of the water to a ship, I think I can handle some cannons.
Sure. Okay. I'll say it's half price for upgrading weapons to 6 out of 6.
Nice.
Yeah, while we're here, we might as well, if it's 1,000 gold per thing, upgrade everything at least once or twice.
Okay.
Now that we have a fuckload of money.
Let's see. This goes
I'd say twice for everything that we can. Get them back to even numbers. So
okay.
12 for the hull, 8 for the maneuverability, and
2,000 for all three.
4.
So that's $6 grand to upgrade them all by
Done.
by 2. So 17 goes down to 11, and then this goes to 12 out of 12. Maneuverability goes to
Our ship feels so fancy now.
8 out of 8, and cargo goes to 12 out of 12. So you got cargo space.
Right,
I
that was the goal.
Display shelf for my axes.
What?
I get a special display shelf for my axes in my room.
Nice.
So,
Oh, wait, did Amonte remember to eat the commander earlier?
I did not. I considered it, but I didn't get the killing blow on him, so I didn't try.
Oh, damn, you're right.
Fair enough.
So 2 things, if I may.
Yeah.
Oh, I do
One.
want to steal his soul, though.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
how
it.
does that work? How does it work again?
With the crown I'm wearing, Corona de Set Morti.
Oh yeah, reap soul. You
Yeah.
kill a living creature with an attack. One of the helm's 7 gems captures the soul. Okay, yeah.
Oh, does it still work? Because I wasn't the one to kill him.
I think it's probably fine. So let's go ahead and put in. Where do you want to keep track of the souls in this thing?
I've been doing it at the top. You see, there's like a little comment section.
Oh yeah.
Last top of crown. You could fit so many souls in this thing.
What's his fucking name? There you go.
Thanks.
So you got 2 gems. Okay, and then Asim, you said you wanted 2 things?
Yes, one, I would like to talk with the shipwright real quick.
Sure.
I basically
What do you
walked up to him and I say, listen, there is another ship that belongs to this family, and if ever it puts into your port, please do what you can for them. It's the Storm Runner.
All right. I'll treat him like family.
Please do, thank you. And I walk away. Where's the commander's body? I made some threats. I intend to go through with them.
What was the threat you made? I forget.
I'm going to cut his head off and put it on a pike at the front of the ship.
You don't need to do that.
Yeah. We just would revarnish.
We just varnished. Yeah, thank you. At the same time, the captain.
That's amazing.
So you're going to deny me?
Yes.
This?
You can keep it in your quarters if you want, but I would appreciate if you did not tie a rotting piece of meat to the front of our ship.
Yeah, Scuttle's gonna go fucking bananas. You can't do that in front of him.
Like, just feed it to the bird and let him shit it out later. Like,
even better.
You know what I mean?
Can we bring Scuttle onto the docks real quick?
Why?
In the cage or outside the cage?
Inside the cage.
Okay, that's
he's too dangerous to be left outside.
Okay,
no, he's not. He's fine.
What do you want to bring him for? What are you doing with him?
I'm gutting the captain and feeding him the insides. And they don't want the blood on their new ship, the new shiny deck, so
yeah,
I figured the docks is fine.
You fuck yourself. It was like 10 grand.
Yeah, we have a cool new masthead that's like, because we're the Chimera, it's like lion, but like with a goat kind of sticking off to the side and like a snake kind of like under
nice.
it.
Oh, I imagine it's.
Yeah, they'll make you that masthead here if you want that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna look up Chimera Masthead.
Do it. See what comes up.
I know I give us a flag a really long time ago that's somewhere else in the chat.
Asim, you have Bernard and Francisco bring Scuttle to the docks to enjoy a meal, and you feed it. It's very messy. Bernard and Francisco get covered in this dude's blood as the bird just tears into this guy's body, and they look completely mortified, and they go, I don't know if a raise was worth this. Ugh. Oh, God.
I hand them each 5 gold pieces out of my own personal purse.
They look a little bit better. That's cool.
Listen, yeah, I'm and then hose the bird down when he's done.
Yeah, that's sick as hell. This masthead.
Now, and we don't have to play through it now. It can also just be like a stinger for the end, right? Everyone else, you're feeding the bird. Like Amandi's, like, you know, checking everything out. Like everyone's doing their thing. Lan kind of breaks off from the group, and I want to head below deck.
Okay.
Give like a little nod. Give a nod to one of the guards. Just open it up. They crack open one of the cells in the brig,
That would
and
be
I sit down at the lone 3-legged stool that I've brought with me, and I take out my requisite 165 gold worth of materials. Now then, you got no excuse now for keeping your lips sealed. Let's find out what you really know. Camera pans around to a tentacle in a jar with chains securing it to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
As now that I can talk to both objects and animals, there's no excuse for you not to let me talk to this thing.
Fair enough.
So we can just leave that as the stinger if you want.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It's 10:30, and I fear people want to go to bed.
Yeah. On that
Um,
note, anything else?
yeah, so let me check my notes here.
A thing I wanted to mention is that now, should we ever want to, Lan is fully capable of talking to Scuttle for real and being fully understood and understanding that.
That is true.
I think it's funnier that he went to the.
Yeah.
Well,
to
that
the
one has
tentacle thing.
information I want.
Captain,
Yes.
during the time that your ship is being repaired, you are hanging out at the docks or in the shipwright's office, and you see Carson having a conversation with Alder, who is the trade guild spy, basically, that was with Evan.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he's on your crew. You see them talking to each other like very jovially. If you would like to talk to them, you can. If not, that's fine too.
No, I'll interact with them. I was trying to look up. I figured it would be easier to find what our flag was on Google Images again, rather than scroll all the way back in the chat for it.
That's fine.
Because I was going to repost in the chat
and pin it. But yeah, so they're talking. You head over to them. They're kind of like laughing together. They're like talking like they're friends.
Who is this?
Carson and the head shipwright that you've been talking to, and Alder Cassell.
Hey, y'all seem
Oh,
chummy.
Morning, Captain. I was just talking to the master shipwright here. We're part of the same organization, it seems. He's part of the SCA, like me.
That's unexpected, but small world.
Carson actually says, "Well, I was planning on having my associate here deliver it to you, but since you're here, I can just cut out the middleman." He hands you a small brass case. It looks like a glasses case, like in dimensions, but much thinner and flatter.
What I grab it with my non-giant claw hand.
So like a necklace case?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, like a jewelry like necklace case, but it's like squared off and brass.
Oh, okay. So like one of those fancy metal pen cases that you get when you go to the White House.
Yes. You open it, it has a wing divider in it. With like a compass.
Ah.
Let me see here.
A wing divider?
Yeah, like
My current hyperfixations are on comic books in the Roman Empire, not nautical history. You'll have to refresh my memory.
oh, this is a perfect image. Hold on. So it looks like that.
Ooh.
Although in the center of it, like where the hinge is a symbol. This is the symbol. He says, "I know you already have an agent. You have not an agent, but well, you do have one of our agents aboard your ship. But this should offer you more legitimacy within the organization if you do end up running into any of my colleagues."
Interesting.
So
Kind of. Not exactly.
Society of Creative Anarchism?
Not anarchism, anachronism.
No, that says anarchism. I can read.
The SCA.
Those letters are in there.
Despite anachronism being in the name, they are dedicated to non-anachronistic LARP, which is very weird. Specialty Coffee Association. Oh my god.
But yeah, so that will give us more legitimacy with the
SCA, yeah. So Alder is like more of a lower tier agent that is like kind of like a field agent for the SCA that like fetches them shit and like reports to them, but he's not like in the inner circle of the agency or anything like that. This guy sounds like he's pretty high up in the SCA.
What is the SCA again?
You ask him, he says, "We are the Society of Explorers and Adventurers."
Oh, is it the SEA?
Yes,
Yeah.
the SCA.
Oh, okay. It sounds like you're saying the SCA.
No, they're not LARPers.
They're not the. Well, I sent it to you. The Shipbuilders Council of Andorran.
That's funny. No, they're the SEA.
Where did we run into their organization before?
When we got Alder.
Alder is a low-level field agent for the organization.
Yeah, we got him and Evan when we did that whole trip to the temple under the water.
Yeah.
Pretty few and far between. They kind of keep to themselves.
Do we still know like what their overarching goals are?
Not many people know really about them at all. Just that they're interested in like archaeology.
Yeah, I mean,
Indiana Jones types.
then as long as you've got this guy who's like a fairly high-ranking member, I'd be curious to know, is your interest in these things purely academic, or have you a bit more of a vested interest? And I'm saying vested interest really leaning on the thing of like, is this for military or financial gain?
Well, most of the members are scholars and academics that study the ancient world.
Aye, but that's not what I asked.
Secrets. As for me, I mostly just joined for networking and
bitches.
business opportunity. For the bitches. Yeah. I mostly joined for networking and business opportunity. That's what helped me grow Teak Bay's shipwright outfit into the size it is today. But yeah, I've met some of the society before, and they're well connected people. They're well to do. Some of them tend to be more theorists and tend to board themselves up in their stuffy offices than actually get out there and do any actual exploring. But hey,
Well, my
it was
concern is just what do they
the
wanna-
FDA that found the West Marches initially.
Hmm.
I think I've heard of them.
I'm still just shaking my head because, like,
Shady as fuck.
well, it doesn't, and that's the problem, is that they don't seem to have, like, a guiding ethos to them, and that, or at least not one that he's willing to disclose, and that makes me worried, because, like, if they had just straight up said, like, oh, we want to find these things to sell them, or to, like, gain military advantage, that's one thing, but to just be like, I just think they're neat, you know?
But on
I mean, that could still be shady. Just like, but more like realistic, like British Museum shady, where it's like, no, these belong to us. This thing that an ancient.
I'm just saying something about it doesn't pass the smell test.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are like that.
Yeah, this thing created by a ancient culture that is actually still active and still around, but we view as ancient because we're like.
Well, you know the old joke, right? You know why the pyramids are in Egypt?
Why?
They were too heavy to get back to England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. So can we continue this on at the next session?
Yes.
I kind of.
That was all I had for my notes for this arc of the campaign. So unless anybody had anything else they wanted to do here, that's it.
We can.
Um,
so we know where we're going next game.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I do have one question. Aboard the enemy ship, when we went down to like investigate all their cargo and treasure and shit, did they have boarding axes?
I mean, probably. Yeah. Why not?
Were those boarding axes stamped with a logo that says "Property of the Galerian Trade Guild"?
Probably not.
Okay, then never mind. I was gonna say it'd be a cool souvenir for Armandi.
I mean, they probably are stamped with some local smith wherever they got these things from.
Nah, I was gonna say if they had like the company logo on them.
It's fine. We took their cannons. Those will be fun to look at.
Yeah.
So we're in Teak Bay now. Where's the other spyglass piece pointing?
Yeah. So if you look on the map, I will point to it.
Oh, also, how much is a parrot?
This way, I don't know, 50 gold.
Okay.
Going that way.
We now have a parrot named Squawk McFeatherbottom.
All right. Looks like the line is pointing to South Rosone.
Not letting me move it.
We're getting Renaissance up in this bitch.
Like,
I've always wanted to visit Rosone in Ben's world.
like this way?
I want to see what Ben's take on like Renaissance era Spain is like.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's one of the only continents that I don't that we've one never visited, and two I don't have like a defined idea of what it is, because like, oh, Jescar, it's ancient Egypt under like Ptolemy. Phaedros is Rome, Ragnvald is Vikings, and Doran is like 17th century England. This is the only one where I'm like,
More like
weirdly,
England, but yeah.
I mean, because like Golden Age of piracy.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's kind of mixed in. That's not necessarily an Andorran. That's all over the world.
So
It's the only parts of Andorra we've really explored, but either way, it's England. So I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, or Europe,
Rosone.
Western Europe in general. There's
Rosone is the one.
France and Germany is in there somewhere.
One
So
second.
Either way,
hang on.
yeah.
Like looking at the heading here, we're either going like it crosses through the Torn Steppe here. So we're either going to this little section of the Torn Steppe here, or we're going to the border between Rosone and Ragnvald.
Yes, but if I remember correctly, we did set a point to meet up with the Storm Runner.
True. Where was that?
I am trying to look that up now.
Let's try for 11.
Rendezvous with the Seams crew in Isla Cordova.
Okay, that is over here.
That's in the opposite direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll make a detour.
What did you want to meet up with them for again? I forget.
That was a good question. It's been a couple of sessions.
Yeah.
What was the pair's name again?
I just know that we ran into rough seas. This is what I wrote the captain, my commander. I hope the raids are going well. Please send me a report of crew status, inventory, and how many ships you have raided. Please meet us in Isla Cordova. Your orders are not to fly the colors. You are to lay low, stay on the ship, or in the local inn. Do not cause trouble. Do not attract attention. I know that will be rough, but I will personally pay for drinks and feast when I arrive.
Okay. He sends back a letter saying that they've sunk like a good amount of ships. I don't know, like 4 or 5 they've raided within the last couple of like months.
Okay. I think we were going to be setting them on a task somewhere. I just don't remember what it was.
It might be in my notes.
It was back in 2-4.
Yeah, actually, roll me a d12. That'll be how many ships that he has dealt with within the last couple of months.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow, he's been busy.
Meanwhile, go from Francisco to...
Let me go to the bathroom.
Okay.
We head back to update the captain and find him with 2 new crew members and a Jaskaran prisoner.
I will say, I think part of the reason we wanted to meet up with them was just, hey, at this next telescope spot, we don't know what we're going to be walking into. We might want the extra firepower.
That may have been what it was.
Like, fuck, if you can't remember what it was for that regard, I can tell you right now, the last time we went after one of these things, there was a Kraken. So, like...
Yeah.
It'd be good to have a second ship.
I wouldn't at all, I wouldn't look sideways at having an extra ship watching our back.
Okay.
Yeah, let's meet up with them and we'll come up. I'll come up with something before the next session. if we don't want to take him, if we want to take them with us, that's fine. But I'll read through the notes and see if I can glean what we were looking to do with that. But yeah, okay. And on that note,
Wait, what's the parrot's name again?
I'll message you.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for playing.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Woo!